Here we go.
Approach.
No! No, I'm gonna throw it.
Careful. There's a gift.
Well, Grandma, what did you think of Green Room, which is a very raw, bloody, violent sort of film about a punk rock band who gets mixed up with a bunch of skinhead white supremacist types at a bar, nightclub up in Oregon somewhere, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Out in the country somewhere.
Yeah, out in the country somewhere. So what'd you think?
I thought it was a prime example of being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's true.
They were plying their trade. We first meet our main characters, the band, that wants to have a gig, any gig, because they are running out of money and opportunities. So when they're offered this gig out in the woods, they're not the only band out there. There are other bands, you know. They're going to get $350 whole for it. That was what they got for the other one. Okay, $600. However, all of that changes when they are caught in the wrong place at the wrong time in the green room.
They see something they're not supposed to see.
See something they are not supposed to see, that the owner and the powers that be at this establishment in the middle of the woods can't allow them to leave, can't allow them to contact anyone about what they have seen.
Puts them in a lot of trouble.
So the rest of the story deals with what that means for our 5-member band trapped in a situation that they had nothing to do with. The people who determine the actions of everyone else seem to be in power and are able to issue orders to hurt, maim, kill other people, and in ways that are cringeworthy. Of course, taking another person's life is always cringeworthy, but these guys were going about it, you know, without a semblance of human feeling. I was riveted by the story. I thought it was so engrossing, it was so horrible that you just couldn't take your eyes off of it, which I'm sure what the movie makers intended. You know, they wanted to grip you, get you in there, and follow along on what was going to happen next. And many unexpected things happened during the film. I don't want to give too many of those things away, just let folks who go to see the movie know, be prepared, be braced. It is hard to watch some of what happens. I thought it was a very, very gripping film. What did you think of it?
Well, I did not think it was very good. I thought that the director showed a certain amount of style, but by and large it was wasted. I think
The style of the director?
Well,
wasted?
that skill was sort of wasted. I think that they didn't. They sort of created a lot of tension without really a lot of results. You might say. I think it was, moderately tense through the whole thing, but it never came to any real good conclusions along the way. I just think that it was a wasted effort. I mean, the story really wasn't going anywhere, and I don't. I just think that it was not good. It was sort of a waste of time, really. I mean, again,
I don't think you saw the same movie I saw. I don't agree with that at all.
It was basically the punk band versus the skinheads, okay? And
they were very outnumbered.
Well, they were very outnumbered.
They
and
had no weapons, nothing.
They were trapped in the club, and they were trying to escape. And in the meantime, the owner of the club, was basically trying to cover the whole thing up, and he wanted to just get rid of them somehow.
And create a scenario that the outside world would accept.
But his plan keeps having to change because, again, the punk band doesn't go down easily.
I thought it was gripping. I didn't think it was...
Again, the director has a certain amount of skill in terms of making them sort of some tension, creating tension in the film. But it never really accomplished anything. It never really... When it came time for there to be something that happens, whatever happens wasn't very interesting or very exciting or even very scary or thrilling. I mean, the results of all the tension was not much, I thought. I thought it was, again, it was a fairly short film. It's like 90 minutes long, which is not that's not a problem if they really did something in the 90 minutes. Again, it was basically, I thought, sort of a lot of build up and not a lot of payoff. I would not recommend it. Again, I think that there are plenty of other movies out there that have done similar things much better. And this one, to me, again, was just a lot of wasted time, really. I mean, again, there was no real payoff to it, and I just didn't think it was very good. I mean, it was a wasted effort. Again, the director, the actors, everything, it shows a lot of quality in terms of the effort, but, maybe it's just the script didn't really allow them to really pull this off, I think. So I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, I'm going to give it one thumb. It's not, to me, a two-thumb movie, one that I can enthusiastically endorse. But I don't go back on what I said before. I was engrossed. I was pulled into the story, and I was very interested in everything that was happening. So I have to disagree with you.
Well, you can do that.
I can do that.
I will second what you said, though, about the bloodiness and such in the movie. Again, people should be warned if they go to it that it is
very
rather violent
very
and
violent.
shocking at times.
Yes.
And so they should be ready for that.
Yes, you should. It is, at some junctures in the story, it's very difficult to watch.